It's a little windier today than I expected it to be, so hopefully that won't muffle my voice out too much. So what I've got here is it's a pruning blade for a sawzall, for a reciprocating saw. I'm going to limb pretty much this entire tree with it, and I have this blade here, which is from Lee Valley Tools. It was 25 bucks. It's like your silky saw or true pruning blade. It works quite nicely. Is it as quick as a chainsaw? No, definitely not. I'm not going to try and make that claim at all, but it's nice and quiet. It's nice and light. It's quick enough. So I'm going to switch out the blades and then we'll take a look at a different blade. So the two other blades I have that are both Diablo. So this one here is, they call it a pruning blade. Supposedly this is good for doing roots and stuff as well. It's got carbide tips on it. And this is their original pruning blade. These are all 9-inch, so they're all same size. So I'll do the carbide tipped one first for the next branch. I'll go up to that one there just because it's keeping with the same size as the last one. Come back down for that one after. And this one here is not too bad either. So I'll do that for the other blade. Toss it down there. Yeah. Okay, so the Diablo carbide tipped pruning blade. Yeah, it's a lot windier than I would like it to be. Dropping them on my damn chainsaw. So that's the Diablo. That's not too bad. I'd say the other one's a little quicker. Like, obviously this isn't to say you can replace a chainsaw with it, although in some respects I have. I just like how small it is and light. I'm not having to carry that chainsaw hanging off my hip. So, Diablo. Not sure I like that one. That one, instead of pulling, it cuts on the push, I think. Or both ways. Either way, it really seems to push back against me. I'm not a big fan of that one, and if you see, the sawdust is really quite fine. As opposed to from the other Diablo, which is a little bit thicker. A little bit bigger chips. I would say that for me, my preferred one is still going to be the silky style. So this is from Lee Valley Tool. Like I said, they're a Canadian company. Originally started in Ottawa, I believe. But let me go up and do one more. It's $25. The Diablo and the other ones I think were like $10 or $12. So it's definitely a more expensive blade. But there's that old adage, you get what you pay for. And when you figure that you're cutting trees, something that is more specific to that job seems to make sense, I think. So we'll cut this one other branch here, and that's that. I'll put this away, and that'll be the end of my footage. I might talk about it afterwards, but so that's my first battery dead. I've done a fair bit of limbing already with this. It's not like I only did those 2 branches. That'll be that. I'll talk about it a bit more. Another really cool, or not cool, but convenient feature, I suppose, is that when this battery dies, hey look, I've still got a saw. So if it dies partway through a cut or something, not gonna do that with a chainsaw, are you? Like I said, I'll talk a little bit more about it when I get down to the tree, I guess. For now, I just want to get this done. It's getting a little windy here, and I don't like that. So this wasn't intended to be a climbing video. I'm not really interested in doing climbing videos. Yes, I was climbing a tree, but this was about the blades. This one here, see, I did snap it off. I had a branch come back towards it when this got caught in the kerf and got snugged, and then just snapped it. So that was user error, not an issue with the blade itself. It's actually a heavier duty blade than these other blades, but I was able to finish it off with this. So that entire tree I did with 90% with this blade right there, all the limbs, and then I finished it off with the carbide tipped Diablo blade, all in 9-inch. As I mentioned, I wasn't a huge fan of this one. I guess for actual pruning jobs, I could see it maybe being decent, small scale if you only have a few to do, but I don't think I'll be using that one again. This one, I would recommend this one. It did a nice job. The cut's a little rougher. It's not as clean as with this blade here. But for about half the price, I'll still be getting another one of these, and this is the one that I'll go with. Like I said, this isn't going to replace a chainsaw by any means. I use it for entire trees just because I'm not in a rush. If I'm in a hurry, I'll use the chainsaw, but I hope this was helpful or interesting at the very least. Yeah, Lee Valley Tools, 25 bucks. You can order it online, they'll ship it to you. I'm pretty sure the shipping was free. Oh no, I went in and picked it up at the store, but they do have free shipping over certain amounts. And Diablo, I got it at the Home Depot. Get them pretty much anywhere. I do have a 12-inch one of these and a 6-inch. I just wanted to try them in all the different lengths. The 9 inches I think is the one I like the most. I recommend that when you're using this, that you do in fact sort of that thing where you see people using chainsaws like a saw going back and forth. If you're using this blade here, if I'm just operating it to cut through, I'm only using this. This is a large piece of wood, but on this one here, for instance, you're only using this small section of the blade. So what I like to do anyways, is as I'm sawing, I do actually pull it back and forth. Now whether I'm using the entire blade, or at least trying to use the entire blade, not whether these teeth don't wear it before these teeth do, or not so much faster that the thing becomes useless, and all you can do is cut it with the tip. So as you're working it through the thing and cutting, I just saw back and forth. And that way there I use the whole blade. Thanks for watching. If this was interesting to you at all, if you think you got anything out of it, then I'd appreciate it if you liked, thumbs up, and maybe subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'm slowly but surely figuring things out and coming up with I don't know, with videos and concepts that are me and maybe might be a little bit more interesting. So, again, thanks again for watching.